Anyways, hello everyone, KingslayerKoshy here.
And the MJ406!
And we're back for session 2 with chapter 2, and we're going to Ambush Hills.
Yes.
Anyways.
Back to Robotech Battlecry.
Here's the easy color scheme, by the way. This is her color scheme.
Okay.
For her pilot, so you can just, that's one of the other ones you can add. So, here we go. Hope we're jacked, so let's go.
Let's do this shit.
The Zentradi.
What happens now?
Bred for combat by a race called the Robotech Masters. They were
Robotech Bastards?
only for destruction.
Masters, I think is what they said.
Human concepts such as music, love, peace, and even recreation were completely unknown to them. As the Zentradi followed the SDF-1 on its long trip to Earth, they were exposed to human culture. In fact, many of them decided to join the Earth forces. Only a handful of survivors remained on the Earth. With limited food and resources, the people endured terrible hardships as they labored to rebuild what we had all lost.
Are they building a building for a tiny person?
What
does that look like?
That's basically a bunch of supply crates.
My friends Hiro Ishii and Izzy Randall
say.
had also managed to survive the war, and now served alongside me at the base. Commander Helena Chase was the senior officer at Base 6. She was kind of a taskmaster, I guess, but like all of us, she was anxious to bring our lives back to a semblance of order, to begin again. While on duty, most of my time was spent running patrols out in the wasteland, looking for any signs of trouble.
Oh yeah, the Earth got annihilated.
There was a shortage of
Forgot
food,
about that.
Yeah.
and it was hard to get replacement parts for my Veritech.
Rebuilding the Earth.
But I soon discovered that trouble was one thing that would never be.
Those Zentradi bastards!
You see, millions of Zentradi had now been assimilated into human society.
Oh!
And just like humans, we shared some of the same flaws. There were renegade Zentradi who simply couldn't live peacefully with humans.
Huh.
Many of them became scavengers, wandering the wastelands and raiding human settlements when they needed weapons or supplies. Due to this new threat, the Robotech Defense Force was called upon to protect the scattered communities all over the wasteland.
Oh, they are tiny.
The humans are tiny.
Oh.
The Zentradi are the giants.
Ah, okay. God damn. So now we gotta fight more Zentradi.
Yep.
God damn. I did research a little bit about the Robotech series. I didn't watch it, I researched it a little bit.
Yeah.
You were kind of right. It's... Although the series itself isn't actually the Japanese version, it's... Robotech is the whole series, the American adaptation of a certain series called like Macross...
Macross is
the Macross Saga.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's a really old anime, and it spanned over 3 different, like, series.
3 different series. There's Macross Saga, and then there are... Yeah, 2 others. This is based off the first one, yes.
Yeah.
This, in the Americas, they were all under the Robotech license.
Yeah.
Or just done by Harmony Gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a movie as well.
Yeah, I think it was like a 5-part OVA. I think it was one.
Yeah, I think it also.
I think that was part 3. Was it?
It is also kind of like an alternate timeline, apparently.
Yeah. Anyways, here are the Zentradi. If you look closely, they're pretty fucking big.
Damn! They are huge. I did also look into the developer of this game. Oh boy. This is probably the best game they did. And the first game they did. Apparently there's a second Robotech game.
Yeah.
And apparently it was shit.
Ah.
It was one released for GameCube and Xbox, I think.
I forget what it was called, but I think I know what it was.
I know apparently it was like a first-person shooter. It was shit.
Yeah. I heard about that one.
But this one I've seen has been mostly reviewed around between like 8 and 6. So, you know, it was good.
Although it's like one of those cases where it's like, it's probably the lower ends are probably those that are...
Some people feel this game's a little repetitive, which I guess I can understand.
I can understand that because, you know...
I think it's still fun. So, you know...
It's still fun at the end of the day. It's like...
There's enough differences. Stuff like this. Before we're just fighting enemies.
For me, it's like... It's like finding a really good robot simulator game like this.
Yeah.
Is pretty hard, actually.
Yeah, robot simulator games are really hard. There's only been like
the only good ones are either the from when are the Gundam like Dynasty Warriors games, but then again those are like based off Dynasty Warriors games.
Right.
the fighting games as well.
Yeah, I know.
I personally like the fighting games.
And the one Transformers game that I always forget the name of.
I think it's Battle for Cybertron or something like that.
That sounds right. I
think it's like the War for
Cybertron. We discussed this last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like either War for Cybertron or Battle for Cybertron. I know a lot of people were talking about that one.
I saw it in action. It does look alright.
I might need to look at some gameplay for that, because that is a game I'm a little bit curious about, because I know some people, back when I was in high school, were talking about that game. And that was an alright game. And that was, from what I sound like, a pretty decently expected one, because the only, like, Transformers game I played was based off the movies.
Right.
And you can probably take a guess how that worked out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta go over the good stuff. You should've gone for the Battleship video game.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
It's based off a bad movie, too, so it's like...
Yeah, and the game's somehow worse.
Yeah.
The movie was already crap,
Yeah.
but
like
the game was shit.
Yeah. Like, the only game I can remember that actually turned out well for a movie licensed game, that was actually, like, where the movie was bad, was, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Repetitive as hell.
Oh,
like that.
right.
I played that game. The game's actually pretty fun, despite how repetitive it is. It's got a lot of gore for that game.
Of course. I was trying to remember. I thought there was something else I had. Oh, yeah, about the developers of this game. The only other things I recognized that they did was, one of the last games they did before they closed down. You heard of Pac-Man The Ghostly Adventures? Remember the games that had those really awful Pac-Man character designs?
Yeah.
The cartoony-ass ones? This is the developer that did that. They did those two games and then one more before they shut down.
Yikes.
But hey, this was their first game, and from the sounds of it, it was actually a pretty good effort.
Yeah.
Then it just sounds like they're especially thin. They did mostly licensed games, so...
Yeah. To be fair, like... Just because something's a licensed game doesn't mean it's always bad, but it's like it's usually given to a...
Yeah.
What's usually bad about the licensed game, it's like they usually get a bad rep because the people that usually get them don't have any idea what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, Way Forward's got like half of their stuff is licensed games too. Some of them are good. Some, I know they did some Adventure Time games. Apparently one of them was good, some of the others were but they have other stuff to fall back on at least.
Yeah.
Like their key series, they got like 3 that I know of.
Yeah. Anyways, pretty simple mission here. There's not too many enemies.
Just destroy all their supplies and all that.
Yeah.
At least all the missions have a different variety. Every single one's been different so far.
Yeah. There's a good variety of missions for this. Next one is Trouble in Greystone. Yeah, when I was young, I remember this mission giving me a lot of crap.
Trouble in Greystone. Come under attack by more of them.
Yeah.
So kill more. Got it. Now we... Oh, protect the building.
We have to protect the building. And I remember when I was younger, this mission gave me a hard time. When
they kept destroying the building a lot, didn't they?
Yeah, because I didn't really know how to do a lot more of the advanced tactics, like...
Ah, I can believe that.
Yeah.
Get over there and protect them.
Alright, well, time to protect that building.
Yeah, so for a good chunk of the game, or a good chunk of the mission, they're going to be focused on attacking that building.
So you want to hold them off as much as possible.
Yeah. God damn, where the hell are they?
I guess use... Oh, I know. I would say I don't know if the arrow is pointing the right way or what. No, it's not. I guess it's just pointing north.
It's just point... Nah, the blue arrow points north, and basically what you're...
red, okay.
The red one is the one you want to be prioritizing, at least for this mission anyway.
Oh, so not going to be multiple targets.
Yeah, the start's a little annoying because they like instantly like show up near the damn
Show everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't see any indicator for how damaged the building is, if at all.
There is no indicator. You just kind of got a haul.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll at least warn you.
Fortunately, like when you go through enough of the mission, like they'll stop going after the building. Like, you have to wait for, like, but you have to get like
I guess they might.
But like when you hear like her talking, she's like that's pretty much your cue to like haul ass.
Right.
Wait.
Another one down low, maybe?
There's another one down low. It's behind these damn buildings. Oh, God damn it.
Down low! Why do they want to take down this building? What the hell?
They want to kill the humans because everyone's been put in there for safety.
So they did a massive assault on the planet to kill as many humans as possible. Now they're actually going on the planet to finish the job.
They're basically, the first thing was an invasion, and the thing was, that was because the SDF-1 was the reason why they went to war in the first place.
Right.
Otherwise, none of this would ever really have happened.
That was their vessel that came here.
Yeah, and that was...
They come back to retrieve it for reasons unknown.
Yeah.
Right.
or destroy it so that no one else can use it or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I did look up a little bit of summaries of the story.
Yeah,
I
like,
did kind of get spoiled the ending of this game, but we'll get to that later. I'm fine with it though.
That's fine. Yeah, but like I said, you see how the building's like really damaged?
Oh, okay. At least you can tell. It's not like just like they'll shoot it, you won't notice anything.
Yeah,
then it's
but
all of a
once you
sudden
hear
cutscene. Boom! What the fuck?
Yeah, but you can see the building as well, and you can also hear Helena like calling you, like telling you to haul ass the building. But once they're done, they'll come straight going after you instead of the building. So
that's good. This keeps showing up everywhere.
yeah,
They're like spawning near it. That's some bullcrap.
that's kind of annoying that they do that though. But
That's the last.
Okay, there we go.
Good work,
Yeah.
10. Town is secure.
Whew.
yeah,
I destroyed a couple buildings, but we're okay.
These raids are getting worse every time.
understatement.
Of the year, I guess. Bronze Cross. Nice.
But that's.
And
Can't
now...
remember.
Oh yeah, same name, right. I keep forgetting how small these freaking Oh yeah! Some other big news on Sony on the crossplay front came up today. Oh
What
boy.
happened?
And they gave a reason for not supporting
Oh,
crossplay
yeah.
in some of their games.
I heard that reasoning.
Oh
Yes.
boy!
Now I'm starting to. I understand why, and yes.
It's like, we know what you're doing, you can just not bullshit us. Like,
Yeah.
come on, we fucking know.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Guys stationed out here live right on the frontier.
Like, oh,
Zentradi
we believe that PlayStation 4 is the best place to play. So, we believe
I hate
that,
that.
so
I
we'll
hate
keep
that
them there.
part.
Like, fucking, why does that mean you can't let people play on your consoles? Like, look,
Like not
at
even
least what I'm
cross.
saying, we're doing it for the money.
Yeah, they're doing it for the
fucking-
money, and it's not even cross-platform anyway.
Fucking
So what the?
CEOs need to shut their goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. First part of this mission is an escort mission.
Oh, ooh, an escort. Oh,
Yeah.
protect a moving target. That sounds like fun.
Yep. You can see.
Oh, the blue is what you're trying to protect.
Blues are what we're trying to protect.
Let me
So,
see. I want to keep up with them. Cat.
yeah. And this isn't the hardest. Fortunately, this one's pretty easy. Unfortunately,
Later games
later
will be
ones are
hard as
pretty
shit.
vicious. There's one in particular
Getting
that
attacked from like all sides. All
Oh.
like, ah!
yeah. An
Guys,
escort,
wait!
try an escort mission in space.
Oh dear. Can you guys at least hide behind something? Jesus! We're in space. What do you have, like space camouflage or something? Nope. God damn it!
Yeah.
What a bunch of bullshit!
Yeah, goodness is no one's showing up yet, but...
Come on, guys, keep up!
Fortunately, this is only like the first part of the mission, though, so it's not too big of a deal.
Oh, that's good. It looks like they at least show their health.
Yeah, they do.
So that way you'll know.
Green,
what-
yellow, and red. So the more damage you take, the closer
Right.
it gets to
I
red.
think I do see a health bar of their crosshairs. So
Yeah.
that's helpful. This is the first game designed well. How do you make a sequel to this and make it absolute shit? I think it sounds like you changed styles entirely.
It changed styles entirely, so maybe that's the reason why.
Yeah. I know at least the sequel to this game apparently did have an Easter egg of something of the first game. But,
Yeah,
well,
and it's about, well, once you see the ending of the first game, you'll understand why.
Yes.
I was curious about it, but then afterwards, I was kind of like half and half with it because I didn't
Yeah.
know much about the second game.
it basically,
I only know about the
it
first
basically
game.
references this game, and that's all it does.
Yeah,
So, yeah. We can go over that once we get to the end of the game.
yeah. And if I ever feel like, going for the second game
How
at
many
all.
chapters are in this game anyway? Like 10?
It's like 4 or 5, it's like 5 or 6, so it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but there's a lot of, like, overlapping missions when it comes to this sort of thing. Like,
right, like
one
first
mission leads
chapter's
to
only like
another.
3 missions, some maybe like 5 or 6 missions.
No, it's like, you saw how there was, like, 3 missions at the start? Like, some of those missions, like, overlap and lead immediately into another mission.
Oh, okay.
You'll see what I mean when we get back to the menu after we finish chapter 2.
Okay, okay. I see.
Anyways,
I
we
get it.
are at... Where are they?
Where are you fuckers?
Now they're wielding these...
Dead little shit.
Now they're wielding laser mini ones.
The outpost isn't responding to radio.
Are we done yet?
We're not too late.
Alright, and
Where are you guys
here's...
going?
It's under attack.
It would be nice if you guys had like the instinct to hide or something, but no, you frickin' run out in the open. get freaking. At least they fight.
These ones fight, but it's like here's the thing: the
Helicopters
helicopters don't.
can't. It'll be like a giant ship or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's just like a giant ship that you can't even fight, and it can get pretty obnoxious.
They got us surrounded. Screw you, assholes.
It's too hot for us down there. No way we can land in that firefight.
Oh, I thought they meant literally for a second. I was like, wait, what? Can these robots not survive a desert? Are you kidding me? What good is it? The fuck? Oh, that was the end.
That was it, huh?
I was gonna say, did something just fucking happen?
Yeah, I thought I failed the mission for a second. Sometimes when you fail an objective, it just immediately stops you. I thought that's what happened.
It just went blank. I was like, I worried. It was like, did we lose? Did we win? Did the
we
game crash? What
that was my biggest concern.
Whoa!
But I'm gonna head back for a second to show something off, I guess, because we did get the bronze cross, just to give you an idea of what.
Oh, more of the.
I guess more of the things.
Well,
this is what I mean when I was talking about, like, you can toggle and there's like overlapping missions.
Some
where,
okay, I see. Some are multi-part.
yeah. So anyways, here, kill 50 battle pods, complete the set, and then you go to the silver cross, and then you begin that, and then you go to the gold cross, and after that you get the silver, the southern cross, which is basically. Armored Veritech, I believe, is something special that we cannot here's the thing with Veritech. It's a this is the Veritech. That's what it's like.
Right.
Armored Veritech, unless Armored Veritech is referring to something else, in which case, I'm just making sure.
As the Armored Veritech is a certain type of vehicle or model.
Next mission is Destroids in Danger. So
Another battle. Help the destroyed pilots fight off the scavenger raid. Help everyone survive. Oh, jeez.
These guys do fight back, so it's not like they.
Okay.
We're getting out of here. We'll try to swing back later.
Okay, so it's the second half of this one, pretty much.
Yeah, this is part 2 of this mission, and that would be another one of Jack's friends. That would be Hero.
Hero. Oh, right. I should look at the IMDb. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting all these guys.
I assumed it would be important to check the IMDb just to see what they all did, because I'm assuming some of these may have been like the original voice cast. I doubt so, but who knows what.
I think so. I think they are.
Some of these guys are the original voice cast?
I believe so. When I look up the regular Robotech series, I think I'll see their names there too. I said this was an American adaptation of a Japanese series, so I don't know the Robotech license. I feel it sticks.
Alright.
I will double check. Actually, no. It looks like the series is different voice actors as well. Never mind.
Alright.
Actually, no. Maybe not.
Some of them might be the same.
Some are the same.
Anyways, with this mission now is another type of thing where basically, if you remember in the training for the Guardian, they showed off a little thing where basically we're picking things up. It's time to put that in action.
Jake Archer or whatever might just be a character in this game. 'Cause I don't see his voice acting for the main show.
Huh.
I guess it's kind of like a sub-canon, I guess.
Yeah, that's sometimes how some of these anime
I
games
guess
work.
it looks like the main character of the main series might have been Rico, or whatever his name is. I guess.
I've only seen one episode, so I don't know too much about it.
Okay.
I feel like I really should watch more of it just to understand what's going on with
I guess
it.
it'd be interesting to look at.
Yeah. Maybe later down the road, my anime backlog dies down a little. Start looking at other shit too.
Yeah. Watching a bit right now, still going through My Hero Academia.
You're going through the manga as well, right? So
Yeah, I'm going to the manga, which, manga's finally picking up after a big freaking, it had a big arc going over some other guy trying to be a big villain. That took 40 or 50 chapters.
Oh yeah, another one of the things.
Yeah. You know, typical shonen manga, big thing of long-standing battle, and then a bit of backstory here and there.
This is what I'm fighting for. Yeah. Yeah, but
It
here, let me
drags
tell
a
you,
bit,
you're wrong. Let me tell you, you're fighting for the wrong thing.
There was a 10-chapter bit I was really bored, because it was battles were going on, but nothing was happening.
It just kind of was empty.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
by the end of it I liked it, but in the middle of it when the battles were just picking up, when it was going over backstory, it was like, oh god, when's something gonna happen? I keep forgetting it's how shonen manga are.
Me because they take an eternity.
I mean, look at Naruto.
Naruto. There we go.
I guess
Heck,
One Piece
and
as
for-
well.
Yeah, One Piece is pretty bad with that too. Like this arc has been so
I feel like
friggin'.
One Piece has another anime start.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Like, what the fuck?
Like this arc is so boring right now because honestly, all it is just two things: Big Mom screaming nothing about cake the entire goddamn time, with the only character that's interesting in terms of like the enemies being one of the generals, which is Katakuri. He's probably the best thing about that arc. But this arc's been so friggin' like it started off good, but now that they got up to where they are, and now they're just escaping. It drags on for so goddamn long.
That's what I've heard a lot about One Piece. A lot of it kind of drags.
Yeah.
I just know that anime's apparently been trying to go pretty much one manga chapter per episode, so they can just have the privilege of being able to keep airing.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
the thing because it's like this arc's just starting to become a drag and really boring, and I don't really care too much for it. The thing I'm most looking forward to the next arc because eventually they'll go back to the Wano Kingdom and everyone will be together again, and then. Apparently, they're going to talk about the last, was the last of the 4 Emperors of the Sea is going to show his head, and he's basically
Yeah,
going to...
I heard the series is finally actually trying to make its way to the end now.
Which I'm glad for.
Like, I remember seeing some news about, like, some manga chapter after Luffy beat the shit out of somebody. He unlocked, like, the last piece of his power or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I forget. I haven't read anything on One Piece, so I don't really know much about it. I have those bits and pieces here and there. I know more about his brother than anything else.
Shit, which way is it?
I see red here.
I'm trying to figure out which way is it. Is it this way?
Yeah, it looks right.
Alright. Is it blue?
Yeah, I guess you can't fly over the canyon because that would be convenient.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Now make the
You're
giant
making your
waves.
way though.
Ah, I went the wrong way, shit.
What's going on your permanent?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they don't have, like, the thing is, that's the problem with this mission.
The
There's-
radar is not very.
No, that was this, no,
The only
that's,
thing in the map is a little rough.
yeah.
The fact you can't fly over the canyon is kind of bullshit.
And also, there's no checkpoints.
Ah, so you gotta do the whole mission.
You gotta do a whole mission in one swoop.
Ah,
That's what
one
makes
of
it-
those games.
Yep. So we're probably gonna have to cut.
Maybe. No, think about it. I guess this does make me think of Rogue Squadron or whatever. 'Cause I think Rogue Squadron was like that too. Do stuff out in space or on the ground, and you basically had to do a whole bunch of little missions at once. If you failed one, you had to do the whole stage over.
To be fair, when you do complete the mission, it's actually pretty short, like, run. But
Right.
the thing is, it's like, if you screw it up at one point, then...
That is not a lot of time to fucking... Man.
To be fair, I think I did go the wrong way. That might have been it.
It's a little hard to tell the layout of the frickin' map.
Yeah.
And in fact, you can't fly over frickin' canyons.
Yeah. Of course, that'd be too easy, of course, but...
Yeah.
Still can kind of...
Want to make it challenging. I get it.
I mean, it's the name of the game, I suppose.
Battle cry. You're gonna be crying by the end of this battle. Am I?
Maybe for a different reason.
Oh god. Oh yeah, maybe. We'll see that then. There's any other freaking like. I'm trying to think if there's like any other anime style games I have that I want to.
Like, the only other things that we could play, last thing we talked about was what, Dragon Ball Z. And the only thing
I
that
mean,
was
Dragon
there
Ball
was
Z
like
is always filled to the brim with a lot of stuff.
yeah, there's other fighting games. There is actually another interesting game, since we're on the subject of One Piece, I guess.
Oh yeah,
There
One
was-
Piece does have some good games. That's right.
Yeah, there was a couple of games I
I only
played.
played one of the fighting game ones that came out during the Wii era, I think.
Yeah. There was a adventure game that was actually surprisingly good for what it
Yeah.
was. It was a limited adventure, I think was what it was called.
Yeah.
I remember because my friend lent me the game I played. It was actually pretty good for
That
what
sounds
it was.
right, yeah.
And there was also a sequel with that tweaked some of the things that was wrong with the first game, which is pretty nice. And that also included, I think, the last members as
A
well.
series like One Piece adventure game does make sense.
Yeah.
They usually expect most anime to be like fighting games. Like every Naruto game
To be fair,
is
though,
a fighting game.
every
pretty
single
much.
Naruto game is a fighting game. Yeah. To be fair,
I mean, some of
though,
them are decent, so.
I mean, the Shippuden series isn't like it's still inherently all right.
Yeah.
I like the Shuriken.
I played more of them. They seem alright too.
But it's obviously one of those things where the later ones are usually the better ones.
I don't have a hatred for Naruto, just more of a lack of interest.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but it's not like one of my favorite animes, especially because one of the problems is it just drags on for
I would say, does it feel
way
really
too long.
generic?
It's not the genericness of it, it's just that it
takes
drags so... Like, there are some animes I liked, like, I guess compare it, I guess it'll be, like, maybe Fairy Tail, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, like, a good... I mean, One Piece obviously is another good example of an anime that drags, but, like, Fairy Tail, the reason I kind of like it is because it usually just goes by usually pretty quickly.
Speaking of shonen anime that drag, you seen anything about Black Clover?
Black Clover.
That's like, people are saying that was going to be the next Naruto.
I didn't pay much attention to it
It's
at all.
actually okay. I read the manga, it's actually pretty interesting.
I didn't care too
The
much.
anime adaptation...
Ah, here he was.
There it is. The anime adaptation's actually kind of shitty, though.
Yeah.
Because it's so slow.
Anyways.
And now we finally made it forward. Yes! I'll say, Black Clover's a decent manga worth checking out. It's like a combination, I feel, of Naruto and Fairy Tail a bit. It's all about, like, people being granted tomes and all that. And as you probably expect, the main character has no magic power.
Yeah. The only anime that I've watched recently outside the big ones, because, like, the last, like, the most... Other, like...
Oh, there's another one. Oh, jeez. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, so, next... So, basically, we save him, and now we gotta go back and save these guys, because now they're under attack.
Man, that's obnoxious.
Don't worry, these guys are fighting back, so it's not like they're doing anything.
Although if you don't come back, they will probably die.
More or less.
Next time, try aiming.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I always say that to his friends. They're like, you guys suck. Learn to shoot better, guys. What the fuck, man?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. When you're holding something you can't change, you're stuck in Guardian mode. To be fair, though, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Oh, okay.
It's understandable, because you're holding something, it makes
What
sense.
are you holding? Another gun?
No, I'm holding the dude, the pilot.
Oh. Oh, you have to rescue pilots, too. Oh, jeez.
That was what happened last time. I was supposed to say that pilot, I missed him.
Oh. Damn. That's pretty crazy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things with this game. Make sure, expect to fail and expect to backtrack a lot, because some of these missions can get pretty vicious with that.